In a culture where society's expectations define us, we can truly define ourselves by our attitude and staying true to who we are. Lizzie Velasquez was once labeled by society as the ugliest person in the world, but in this TED Talk, you can see how she is defining herself rather than letting society do so.
You are the one who decides whether your car goes down a bad path or a good path. You are the one that decides what defines you. And let me tell you, it could be really hard to figure out what defines you. Because there are times where I would just get so annoyed and frustrated, and I don't care what defines me. When I was in high school, I found a video, unfortunately, that somebody posted of me labeling me the world's ugliest woman. There were over 4 million views to this video, 8 seconds long, no sound, thousands of comments, people saying, Lizzie, please just do the world a favor, put a gun to your head and kill yourself. Think about that. If people told you that, strangers told you this. I cried my eyes out, of course, and I was ready to kind of fight back, and something kind of clicked in my head, and I thought, I'm just going to leave it alone. I kind of started realizing that my life is in my hands. I could either choose to make this really good, or I can choose to make this really bad. I could either be grateful and open my eyes and realize the things that I do have and make those the things that define me. I can't see out of one eye, but I can see out of the other. I might get sick a lot, but I have really nice hair. Thanks. You guys are like the best little section right here. I lose my train of thought. Okay, where was I? Hair. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I could either choose to be happy or I could choose to kind of be upset with what I have and still kind of complain about it. But then I started realizing, am I going to let the people who called me a monster define me? Am I going to let the people who said kill it with fire define me? No. I'm going to let my goals and my success and my accomplishments be the things that define me, not my outer appearance, not the fact that I'm visually.
As you can see, Lizzie has a strong and positive attitude that is allowing her to define herself rather than letting society. Lizzie had to find confidence in her life, much like how Michael Jordan had to in basketball. Michael Jordan came into the NBA and was immediately a star. Michael once said, "You must expect great things of yourself before you can do them." This quote shows you must have that inner confidence and a strong attitude in order to define yourself. However, society defined him as a great player, but a player who could never be as great as Magic Johnson. In this video, you will watch a scrimmage between the 1992 Olympic basketball team, also known as the Dream Team, and you'll see how Michael Jordan was able to define himself as the greatest basketball player in the world at the time and surpass Magic Johnson.
His energy is real high. He feels like he's in an opportunity to prove himself. And showcase that, hey, look, I'm still Magic Johnson. I still dominate this game.
That's all right. We go from here.
Magic was saying, you ain't the guy, and we got other players in this gym.
Don't be cheating on me.
Doesn't take much to get Michael going. Just a little something to tweak him, and it's on.
He never liked to lose. Mike always got that look. When you see that look, then you know just give him the damn ball and get out the way.
As much as it was 5-on-5, we could see in Monte Carlo that it was gravitating towards, okay, Michael and Magic.
Magic was hesitant to surrender his place on the mountaintop. And Michael, being Michael, he needed to say, no, I'm on the top of the mountain now.
Magic was saying, look, NBA's not yours yet. You know, I'm still here. Michael's like, no, it's over. This is mine. And the funny thing was Larry was sitting on the side going, it's his.
Chuck realized the competition aspect was getting a little bit too high.
Killing everybody on our squad.
He wanted to end practice, but Magic didn't want to end because he wanted to keep playing because we just kicked his ass.
As you can see, Michael did not lack a confident attitude. It is easy to see the similarities between Lizzie and Michael because they both have a strong work ethic and a drive to prove others wrong. Unlike Lizzie and Michael, Gatsby defines himself by his love for Daisy. Society defined Gatsby as a rich person who threw luxurious parties, but the only reason why he threw parties was to try to catch Daisy's attention. Jordan Baker once said, "Gatsby bought that house so that Daisy would be just across the bay." This shows Gatsby is staying true to who he is because he is trying to recapture his love for Daisy despite her being married to Tom. Lizzie, Jordan, and Gatsby were all able to stay true to who they were, but Ishmael Bey had to reinvent himself in order to make it in society. As we all know, Ishmael Bey had a brutal and unfortunate childhood. In his memoir, he describes one of his acts of violence he committed. His Adam's apple made way for this sharp knife, and I turned the bayonet on its zigzag edges as I brought it out. His eyes rolled up and they looked at me. Society's expectations would define Ishmael as a psychopathic killer, but instead he has redefined himself through rehab and becoming a human rights activist. Ishmael's story stands alone compared to the other examples because he completely changed as a person. In conclusion, Lizzie, Jordan, Gatsby, and Ishmael all went through adversities and expectations given by society, but they are all able to define themselves in different and unique ways.
What is my perfect crime? I break into Tiffany's at midnight. Do I go for the vault? No, I go for the chandelier. It's priceless. As I'm taking it down, a woman catches me. She tells me to stop. It's her father's business. She's Tiffany. I say no. We make love all night. In the morning, the cops come and I escape in one of their uniforms. I tell her to meet me in Mexico, but I go to Canada. I don't trust her. Besides, I like the cold. 30 years later, I get a postcard. I have a son, and he's the chief of police. This is where the story gets interesting. I tell Tiffany to meet me in Paris by the Trocadero. She's been waiting for me all these years. She's never taken another lover. I don't care. I don't show up. I go to Berlin. That's where I stashed the chandelier.